OSHA 30 Construction. Final exam. Question and answer. Question. Personal fall arrest system connectors, for example D-rings and snap hooks, must be compatible and capable of supporting at least A. 500 pounds, B. 1,500 pounds, C. 5,000 pounds, D. 25,000 pounds. Answer. C. 5,000 pounds. Question. OSHA and ladder manufacturers require which of the following when ascending or descending? I. Substantial leather gloves. B. 3 points of contact. C. 6-to-1 ladder placement. D. All the above. Answer. B. 3 points of contact. Question. The three main types of portable ladders are A. Bowed ladders, step ladders, and straight ladders. B. Composite, metal, and reinforced wood. C. Step, straight, and extension. D. Job made, manufactured, and prefabricated. Answer. C. Step, straight, and extension. Question. The 4-to-1 angle rule for extension ladders means which of the following? A. For every 4 feet high the ladder is, the base should be 1 foot out from the wall. B. For every 4 feet high the ladder is, the base should be 4 feet out from the wall. C. For every 1 foot high the ladder is, the base should be 1 foot out from the wall. D. None of the above. Answer. A. For every 4 feet high the ladder is, the base should be 1 foot out from the wall. Question. Always select a ladder that A. Prevents overreaching. B. Allows you to reach your work in a safe and controlled manner. C. Allows you to position yourself without your belt buckle extending past the side rails. D. All the above. Answer. D. All the above. Question. Protect yourself when working on a ladder by A. Always selecting the correct ladder for the job. B. Always using ladders in a safe manner. C. Never getting lazy on a ladder, that's when the risks escalate. D. All the above. Answer. D. All the above. Question. Supported scaffold systems must be inspected for A. Internal cracks, accomplished by X-raying all welded components. B. Visual bends, cracks, holes, rust, broken welds, non-compatible parts. C. Proper planking, toe boards, walkways, stairways, and access points. D. Both B and C. Answer. D. Both B and C. Question. Every supported scaffold and its components must support without failure its own weight and at least the intended load. A. 2 times. B. 3 times. C. 4 times. D. 6 times. Answer. C. 4 times. Question. The guardrails on suspended scaffolds manufactured after the year 2000 must be with mid-rails installed approximately halfway between the top rail and the platform surface. A. 24 and 32 inches high. B. 32 to 36 inches high. C. 38 and 45 inches high. D. None of the above. Answer. C. 38 and 45 inches high. Question. Planks that are 12 feet long on a supported scaffold must extend beyond supports. A. At least 3 inches, but not more than 6 inches. B. At least 6 inches, but not more than 18 inches. C. At least 15 inches, but not more than 18 inches. D. None of the above. Answer. B. At least 6 inches, but not more than 18 inches. Question. When using scaffolds, make sure there is I. Safe and compliant access and egress. B. Full planking. C. Stable footing. D. Full protection, for example guardrail or personal fall arrest. E. All the above. Answer. E. All the above. Question. Employees must not work on scaffold surfaces until A. The surfaces are determined to have the strength and structural integrity to support their intended loads. B. OSHA has visited the site and inspected the scaffold. C. All surfaces are completely dry. D. All the above. Answer. A. The surfaces are determined to have the strength and structural integrity to support their intended loads. Question. Last step of the four-step system's approach to conducting an incident investigation. A. Alert local news outlet. B. Determine the root causes. C. Implement corrective actions. D. Preserve and document the scene. Answer. D. Preserve and document the scene. Question. With respect to anchorage points, employers must A. Identify and evaluate attachment points to ensure they are adequate. B. Ensure workers are using full protection equipment and connecting properly. C. Ensure workers know how to properly don and inspect their equipment. D. All the above. Answer. D. All the above. Question. Scaffold user training must include A. Cost and manufacture of scaffold parts. B. Hazards of type scaffold being used, along with its maximum intended load and capacity. C. Scaffold erector name and address. D. All the above. Answer. B. Hazards of type scaffold being used, along with its maximum intended load and capacity. Question. A person who must select and direct employees who erect, dismantle, move, or alter scaffolds and who must inspect scaffolding to ensure compliance is called A. Qualified person. B. Supervisory person. C. Competent person. D. Compliance officer. Answer. C. Competent person. Question. How many workers can work off one lanyard? A. 1. B. 2. C. 3. D. 4. Answer. A. 1. Question. Horizontal lifelines shall be designed, installed, and used under the supervision of a qualified person as part of a complete personal fall arrest system, which maintains a safety factor of a 50%. B. At least 2 times the maximum intended load. C. Both A and B. D. None of the above. Answer. B. At least 2 times the maximum intended load. Question. A. Is any mechanism, rope grab, ripstitch lanyard, specially woven lanyard tearing or deforming lanyards, used to dissipate a substantial amount of energy during fall arrest, or otherwise limits the energy imposed on an employee during fall arrest? A. Hold-em buckle. B. Deceleration device. C. Grabber. D. None of the above. Answer. B. Deceleration device. Question. A guardrail system or a personal fall arrest system is required for scaffolds more than above a lower level. A. 20 feet. B. 30 feet. C. 10 feet. D. 100 feet. Answer. B. 30 feet. Question. An system is used in construction to restrict access to a roof to only authorized employees. I. Security guard. B. Interlocked electronic gate. C. Roof permit. D. Certified OSHA safety expert. Answer. C. Roof permit. Question. When is climbing on the cross braces of a scaffold allowed? A. During the assembly of the scaffold. B. When conditions are dry, and the climbing can be done safely. C. Never. D. When authorized by a supervisor. Answer. C. Never. Question. It is important to secure your ladder, whenever feasible, to A. Fixed and secure points. B. Large bricks. C. A heavy object, such as a pickup truck. D. Any of the above so long as it is immovable under normal conditions. Answer. A. Fixed and secure points. Question. OSHA specifically requires, to assess the workplace to determine if the working surfaces on which you work have the strength and structural integrity to safely support workers. A. The employee. B. The employer. C. A local OSHA compliance officer. D. The general contractor. Answer. B. The employer. Question. Body belts are allowed for A. Full protection, when working within 20 feet above the level below. B. Tying off when working in an aerial lift. C. Work positioning only. D. Full protection for steel erection. Answer. C. Work positioning only. Question. According to statistics year after year, which of the following would be considered a significant fall hazard in construction? A. Roof edges and floor openings. B. Steel erection. C. Improper scaffold construction. D. Unsafe use of portable ladders. E. All the above. Answer. E. All the above. Question. A job hazard analysis, JHA, of roofing activities should be conducted prior to starting work to systematically identify, evaluate, and all hazards. A. Work around. B. Report to OSHA. C. Control or mitigate all hazards. D. All the above. Answer. C. Control or mitigate all hazards. Question. In most elevated work locations, at what height does OSHA generally require fall protection on a construction site? A. 4 feet. B. 5 feet. C. 6 feet. D. 7 feet. Answer. C. 6 feet. Question. How long does it take a person to fall 64 feet? A. 18 seconds. B. 2 seconds. C. 10 seconds. D. 60 seconds. Answer. B. 2 seconds. Question. Lockout, tagout refers to A. A process for locking tools and equipment to deter theft. B. A process that eliminates the chance of unauthorized access to critical areas. C. A process that is designed to protect workers by controlling hazardous energies. Answer. C. A process that is designed to protect workers by controlling hazardous energies. Question. For effective lockout, tagout to occur, at a minimum, all energy sources must be isolated in the off position, zero energy verified, and each worker must apply his/her individual lock on the locking device and keep the key with A. Their supervisor. B. Their foreman. C. Their safety representative. D. Himself/herself. Answer. D. Himself/herself. Question. The term electrocution means A. Injury by electricity. B. A severe electrical shock that requires hospitalization. C. Death caused by exposure to electricity. D. None of the above. Answer. C. Death caused by exposure to electricity. Question. The three most common types of GFCIs used today are I. Circuit breaker, circuit fixer, circuit finder. B. Receptacle, power unit, fuses. C. Receptacle, portable, circuit breaker. D. Wet, dry, damp. Answer. C. Receptacle, portable, circuit breaker. Question. Fuses and circuit breakers are intended primarily for their A. Protection of conductors and equipment. B. Prevention of electric shock. C. Protection of the public. Answer. A. Protection of conductors and equipment. Question. Underground electrical hazards are A. Easy to identify. B. Hard to find and pose a serious risk to laborers and equipment operators. C. Always marked exactly where they are located. D. Always buried in red concrete. Answer. B. Hard to find and pose a serious risk to laborers and equipment operators. Question. GFCI is an acronym that stands for A. Good for circuit installations. B. Ground fuse circuitry impulse. C. Ground fault circuit interrupter. Answer. C. Ground fault circuit interrupter. Question. Flexible cords must not A. Be run through holes in walls, ceilings, or floors. B. Be run through doorways, windows, or similar openings. C. Be left unprotected in trafficways. D. Be hidden in walls, ceilings, floors, conduit or other raceways. E. All the above. Answer. E. All the above. Question. Some examples of the most common causes of electrocution include A. Contact with underground and above-ground energized power lines. B. Failure to properly lock out and tag out energized power sources. C. Failure to use a ground fault circuit interrupter, GFCI, in wet conditions. D. Failure to maintain a safe distance from energized power sources. E. All the above. Answer. E. All the above. Question. A properly installed and used standard GFCI receptacle can prevent A. Partial electrocution. B. Electrical shock. C. Circuit overload. Answer. B. Electrical shock. Question. Hazards are created when flexible, extension, cords, cord connectors, receptacles, and cord and plug connected equipment are A. Improperly used and maintained. B. Made in foreign countries. C. Rolled into the retractable system. Answer. A. Improperly used and maintained. Question. For protection from electrical hazards and arc flash, always use the proper rubber insulating gloves and ensure they are classified by A. The size and shape of the glove. B. The particular kind of rubber material used. C. The level of voltage and protection they provide. D. The weather conditions. Answer. C. The level of voltage and protection they provide.